Hello there. Welcome to Sleep Mode. Bedtime stories and guided sleep meditations for gamers. Presented by Glitch Creative Labs. Please be sure to not listen to this recording while driving, operating heavy machinery, or while trying to wallop that annoyingly difficult dragon from Cuphead. You know the one. Yeah, him. The goal of each episode of Sleep Mode is to help you relax and unwind after a long day of work or play. So let's take a retro journey into the colorful world of Inkwell Isles so you can put down the controller and get some rest. It's gonna be the bee's knees. So please, find a comfortable space that is free from distractions where you can enjoy a moment to relax and hopefully get some restful sleep. The use of headphones is recommended, but not necessary to enjoy this experience. Laying down on a nice cozy bed is also preferable, but you may wish to experience sleep mode while sitting on your favorite couch or gaming chair. If you enjoy your time with us, please consider subscribing to Sleep Mode and give this episode a thumbs up. It really helps our channel grow. Now then, it's time to turn out the lights and close those tired eyes. Prepare to experience Sleep Mode, Cuphead Edition, a super keen bedtime story for gamers. In 3, 2, 1.
Chapter 1. A real warm welcome. Welcome to the underworld, all you heb cats and kittens. Boy howdy, I don't know what you did to end up down here in this baloney factory, but it's great to meet ya. And who are you, you may be asking? Oh, there's no need to worry about that right now. Just think of me as your guide throughout this journey. The Virgil to your Dante, the Jiminy Cricket to your Pinocchio. Stick with me, kid, and you'll go far. We might even be able to get you out of this hellish mess. Oh, speak of the devil, it looks like the big stinky cheese himself is about to address the new recruits. Now listen close and keep your trap shut. Old Scratch ain't one for talkative souls. Oh, feeling a bit nervous, are you? I've got you covered. Let's help you relax for a spell before you jump into the Hell Orientation, or Hell-O for short. If you would like to skip the guided relaxation segment, fast forward to 9 minutes and 9 seconds. Alright, let's get started. Maestro, if you please. Ah, that's much better. Let's get your mind off all the dark predicaments that you find yourself in, and start by taking in a relaxingly deep breath from your nose. And hold it in for about 7 seconds. Let those peachy keen vibrations replace the heebie-jeebies that are troubling you right now. Okay. Breathe out. That's very good there, chum. And, hope you don't mind that smell of brimstone. Anywho, take another deep breath from your old smeller and hold it in for just a moment longer than before. Ah, very good. Feel the air fill your lungs as it begins to manifest a sense of peace and tranquility within you. Okay. Breathe out. Feel all of the doubt and anxiety slowly begin to leave your body. Very good. Now, one more time. Take in a deep breath. Hold it for just a bit longer, chum. You've got this. Now exhale and feel your body begin to sink down as every last bit of negative energy skedaddles from your lungs. Feeling better, are we? Well, I hate to say this, friend, It ain't no picnic in the tulips down here. You're gonna need your body relaxed in limbo if you want to escape Beelzebub's clammy grip. But no worries. I got just the right calisthenics routine that'll pep you right up. Now first, you'll need to begin by giving your neck a nice stretching. Start by rotating your head and neck slowly, counterclockwise. Focus on releasing all of the tender pockets of tension that you feel with each rotation. Feel that stress begin to disappear around the nape of your neck and in between your shoulder blades with each smooth rotation. Now, let's change direction. Slowly begin to roll your head and neck in a, you guessed it, counterclockwise motion. And keep it up until I say when. That's right. Feeling all loosey-goosey? That's good. Stop rotating your head and begin moving those shoulders of yours in clockwise circles. Let all of that tension in your upper back and chest slowly begin to head for the proverbial heels. That's the ticket, kid. You're doing great. Keep it up for just a few more seconds. Okie dokie. Now let's begin to move them in the opposite direction. Slow and steady does it. We don't want you to pull anything now. Okay, chum. Let your arms relax by the side of your body. I hope that's feeling real good. Uh-oh. Hate to break it to you, pal, but it looks like some rough-looking Shotgun Charlie is headed this way, and he don't look too friendly-like.
Hey, yous guys.
I think he's talking to us.
You better reach for the skies if you know what's good for you.
No criminy. We best do as he says. Raise your arms over your body and keep them nice and still.
Okay, mugs. Keep 'em raised high where I can see 'em. No sudden movements, or I'll stick you full of lead, capiche? Keep 'em up. I'm watching you. Yeah, just a bit more. Okay, newbies, let 'em down. I was just messing with yous. Now don't get out of line. The boss is about to start the show.
Wow, this really isn't the friendliest of places. How did you end up down here, friend? We gotta get you out of here as soon as possible. Guess that means we should give your legs a good stretching, just in case we need to skedaddle somewhere fast. Go ahead, stretch out your legs and feet as far as possible. Let that pressure build up inside of them. Hold the stretch for just a tad bit longer. Are they beginning to feel like an overly tight spring? Okay now, release the stretch and let those limp noodles begin to sink downwards and relax. I think you're ready for the challenges ahead, chum. Remember, keep your chin up and don't let the forces of evil think they have you in a vice. Now look lively, as much as you can, and let's see what that sneaky devil has planned. A tall hirsute figure with long horns appears out of the darkness and begins to make his way onto a pretty spooky-looking stage. Is this thing on? Welcome, all you poor, unfortunate souls. You may know me as... Oh no, it's the devil! That's right. And for interrupting me, I'll make sure you get the VIP treatment. Oh, that's nice.
Yes, it stands for very immensely painful.
Oh no! Minions, take him to punishment room 94. I'll deal with them personally. Anywho, if there are no more interruptions, we can get this grim hello underway. As I was saying, welcome to the first day of the rest of your afterlife. Now, some of you may be asking yourself, what did I do to deserve spending an eternity in the pits? Well, I say you know exactly what you did. Yes, that means you. And some of you may have been, tricked into making an unfair bargain or two. No need to stress over the semantics of the situation, because now that you're here, you're never going to escape. Now then, we're going to be spending a lot of time together. But don't worry, I won't even bother remembering most of your names. Yes, some of the punishments may seem a tad bit harsh, but trust me, it's going to hurt you much more than it's going to hurt me. I'm just kidding. It's going to hurt you a lot more than it will hurt me. Now then, let's continue our hell orientation with a 1,000-hour PowerPoint presentation going over what you can expect for the next millennium or so. And there'll be no bathroom breaks, so don't even ask. Boss. What did I tell you about interrupting me while I'm being menacing? Sorry, boss. It's important. Fine. Now you just stay right where you are. I will be back in just a moment. I wonder what that malaki's all about, kid. I have a bad feeling about this. He what? How much trouble can enslaving the soul of one cup actually be? I thought he would be in my clutches by yesterday. Even Ribby and Croaks? Well then what about Ripback? Ah, and to mulch you say. Well, I can't be bothered to be everywhere at once. I have a busy schedule of mayhem to keep, you see. But you know what? Let's see. Ah, you there. Front and center. I think he's talking to you, kid. Yes, you. Front and center. It would probably be best to do what he says. Yes, you have a trusting face. It's your lucky day. I have a job for you. You're going back to the surface and report every move that obnoxious Cuphead makes using this telephone. You're going to study his every moves and then tell me how he can finally claim his miserable soul. If you do me proud, you'll be rewarded beyond your wildest dreams. But if you fail... well, let's just say it won't be pretty. I detest disappointment. Now then, Chop Chop, report to Captain Brinybeard. He'll take you across the river Styx and back to the surface. Now you'll only have 2 days to come up with a plan to smash that cup, and not a moment longer. Now then, get out of my sight. Well, it looks like it's your lucky day, chum. All you gotta do is figure out a way to make this Cuphead your fall guy. And then it's clear sailing for the rest of your eternity. Oh, speaking of sailing, we should probably find this Brinybeard fellow and get out of this frying pan. As I say, kid, it's time to make some tracks. Chapter 2. The Return to Inkwell. We smell that sea air, chum. Then again, anything that's not the smell of stinky old brimstone and sulfur is a welcome change in my book. Look at that wide open ocean. It's just too bad this ain't no pleasure cruise, because I really could use a holiday. Wait a second. Can you remember how we got here? Last thing I can remember is boarding this dastardly dinghy. Then poof, like magic, we're surrounded by the wet stuff. Ah, don't look now, but we got some scurvy company. You better keep on your toes, kiddo.
Ahoy, you lubbers. Feeling comfortable on me vessel, do ya? Well, stop. This ain't no pleasure cruise ye be on.
Hey, I just said that.
We be anchoring in the docks of Inkwell in just a few.
Well, hot dog, it looks like we're almost there.
Oi, you listening to me? You best be minding your manners. Unless you want to walk down the plank and become shark food. Now, I be owing a debt to old Scratch, and he be offering me more time if I get you to Inkwell. But he didn't say nothing about me getting you there in one piece. So stow it.
Ha ha ha. Jeepers. Well, this salty dog really means business. It would be best to stay out of his way during the remainder of your voyage. Let's just sit here and enjoy a moment on the water. Ah, this is the life, kiddo. I can imagine myself as a corsair on the high seas, roaming from island to island, finding buried treasure and sipping on hooch. That sounds like a dream. But here I am, a silky smooth voice in your head, narrating your journey. Not that I'm complaining, chum. It sounds like we're gonna have one great adventure, but it is nice to enjoy a moment of peace and quiet now and then. What on earth is that caterwauling? Wait a tick. It's coming from your pantaloons. Ah, that's the heliphone the devil gave you. Well, don't wait. Give it the old how do you do. I'm pretty sure old Scratch ain't the type that likes to get the hi-hat.
What took you so long? You better not be asleep on the job if you know what's good for you.
Boss, your blood pressure.
Fine, okay. Deep breath. As I was saying, I'll be in contact with you periodically on this handy little contraption to make sure there's no funny business going on. Now, once you make it to shore, I'm going to need you to not wander off too far. I have a little surprise waiting for the dear captain. One that you're not going to want to miss. Anywho, if you make any tasty discoveries on how to deal with that
Blasted Cuphead.
you should call me at once. And don't forget, if you fail me, you'll be spending the rest of your eternity as my personal pincushion. And you don't want to know where I'll be sticking the pins. Toodles! Well, that wasn't terrifying at all. It would be best not to think about threats from that flat tire and focus on the task at hand. But I wonder what he meant by a surprise waiting for the captain. It would probably be a good idea to make yourself scarce once we arrive on dry land. Ah, speaking of which, it looks like we're about to dock. It'll be a great chance for us to look at the scenery. What do you say, kiddo? Let's have a look. Goodness, we really are back in the world of the living. Inkwell Isle seems like a swell place. I mean, look, it has it all. Shops, riverboats, a carnival, Grecian ruins, a giant tower with a dragon flying around it, an ancient pyramid for some reason, and a castle made of what appears to be candy. Question. Who designed this place anyways? Inkwell Isle must have one heck of a zoning board.
Alright, we's here. Now get off me ship.
Well there, chum, you heard the captain. We best skedaddle before we become shock bait. But remember, not too far now. Let's just hide around the corner from one of those shops. We need to get a peek at what old Scratch is talking about when he means a surprise for the captain. This looks like a good spot to do some peeping. Now keep an eye out. Who knows what might happen? And I hope this doesn't take too long. The big stinky cheese only gave us 2 days to get this job done, and I'm sure we're gonna need every second. Wait a tick. Take a gander at that, kiddo. Someone's walking up to the ship. Make that 2 someones. It's a cup and a mug with mugs. Say, you don't think these are the fellers we're looking for, do ya?
Ho ho! So it's a fight you lubbers are looking for, huh? Fine. Prepare yourselves to enter Davy Jones's locker.
Don't look now, but a brawl is surely brewing. There's no way those little guys can bump off Captain Brinybeard. Oh, goodness. They seem to have pea shooters for hands. And whoa! Did you just peep that? The captain just summoned a shark to do his bidding. Oh, but Cups and Mugs just gave it the slip and kept on shooting. This is one swell battle. Oh, don't look now, but the captain's ship just came alive and is attacking the two little guys. Well, will you look at that? They're still giving the captain the old 1-2. And knockout. They just sent Briny Beard to the briny depths. Who could have imagined, kid? What do you know? I wonder who that could be. Well then, how is the dear captain? Not feeling his best, I figure. So that's your target. Cuphead and his brother Mugman. They like to roll the dice, you see, but unfortunately, Cuphead lost a totally legitimate game of chance, and now his soul
Belongs to me.
Oh, how he begged for a second chance! So me, being the kind fellow that I am, decided to make him a deal. As long as he could bring the defaulted souls on my list, Cuphead would be set free, his debt paid in full. I figured he wouldn't last for a minute. But look at him! Finally claiming Briny Beard. Now you better follow him and learn his weaknesses for me.
Or you'll be joining the dear captain very soon.
Don't keep me waiting. Toodles! He's one hard-boiled egg for sure, that devil. Well, chum, you had him. Let's follow those cups and learn their secrets, so we can get out of this fine mess. Okay then, let's vamoose. Welcome everyone to the intermission. We hope you're enjoying our little dog and pony show. And if you're still awake, let me give you a quick recap of our story to make sure you've got all your P's and Q's in order. You woke up to find yourself in the underworld of Inkwell, and you have no idea how you got here. But boy howdy, do you wish you had a way out. Just before you can catch a thought, the devil himself offered you a deal. Find out some useful information about how to snag the souls of a fellow named Cuphead, and you'll be greatly rewarded. But if you fail, who knows what kind of horrible things will happen to you. So after receiving a contraption called the Heliphone, you were whisked away back to the land of the living, aboard the creaky vessel of the cruel-hearted Captain Brinybeard. But just as you're about to make it onto land, you get a call by Old Scratch telling you about a little surprise that you need to witness when you make it to dry land. Because you see, it's then you witness Cuphead and his pal Mugman give the old sea dog a real wallop. The devil cheated Cuphead out of his soul with a rigged dice game. Now Cuphead and his brother Mugman are trying to win it back by defeating all of the ne'er-do-wells in Inkwell. So you follow them to learn the secret to defeating Cuphead. How will our story end? Will you become the devil's right-hand man? Or will you find a way to save both your and Cuphead's souls? Stay tuned for the thrilling conclusion with Chapter 3, Mean Muggin'. This is a spooky place for sure, chum. I wonder what Cuphead and Mugman are doing in this shady place. Then again, we've pretty much seen them do everything over the past day and a half. They ate up Baroness Von Bonbon, dropped the curtain on Sally's stage play, demolished Dr. Carl's giant robot, made sushi out of Cala Maria, and they even extinguished the dragon Grim Matchstick. I'm not gonna lie, kiddo, Cuphead and Mugman seem unstoppable. And that does not bode well for you at all. But chin up. A chink in the armor will surely make itself known. I mean, look at this place. Whatever mean customer that lives in this neighborhood has got to give those two a run for their money. And not a moment too soon, because your time is almost up. But I'm not gonna lie, kid, I feel bad for the little guys. All they're doing is making good on a bum deal. Ain't no shame in that. Oh well, let's keep moving. I'm sure we'll find a way out of this mess. Well, hello, ghostly choo-choo. What is this clanker doing out here in the middle of nowhere? I have a bad feeling about this. It looks like our quarry is making their way to the train on a handcart. and that doesn't seem like the best of ideas. Yep, I called it. That stagecoach is haunted for sure. Not to worry you, kiddo, but the train is starting to leave the station. Hurry up and hop on board the haunted locomotive. Phew, we just made it. I think I'm getting a bit too old for this line of work. I ain't no spring chicken, that's for sure. Well, it looks like our pair of heroes is about to put the brakes on this Phantom Express. If these boys aren't careful, their next destination will be their funeral. Well, Jiminy, would you look at the size of that one-eyed ghosty? And jumpin' Jehoshaphat! The conductor's a giant skeleton. Now I think I've seen everything. Look at those two go with their pea shooters. They're unstoppable. That's good news for them, but that's pretty bad news for you. We haven't seen any sign of weakness in their combat skills. Ah, but don't give up hope just yet, kid. This train ain't out of service. Have a look-see. It's starting to follow our heroes on 4 legs. Or wheels. Whatever you want to call these things in that nightmare jalopy. Either way, it looks like it's just about down for the count. And knockout! That was a swell battle. Old Scratch ain't gonna like this one bit. There they go, making their way down the track towards victory. It's probably a good idea to jump off this train before it stops dead in its tracks for good. Whoa! Oh, criminy, what was that? It looks like our boys there hit the proverbial bump in the road. And look at here. That blue mug was sent a-flying. Mugsy! Oh, don't look now, kid. Looks like they're separated from that crash. But that gives me an idea. We should go check on Mugman. Maybe Cuphead will come a-looking for him. Come on, chum. Time's a-wasting. Oh, this is one spooky forest, that's for sure. Now, where could that Mugman be? And speak of the devil, there he is. No, not that devil. The blue mug, Mugman. Hope he's okay. Huzzah! He's still in one piece. Now what should we do with him, kiddo? Do you think maybe it's time to call... Oh, speak of the devil again. The actual one this time. I suppose you have no choice but to answer. So I hear the Phantom Express has gone the way of the buffalo. But what I haven't heard is how I'm going to collect on Cuphead's debt just yet. And the time on the clock says that things aren't looking too good for you. Perhaps it's time for me to go up there and drag you back down here.
Personally.
Unless you have some worthwhile information to give me, I'll do just that. Quick, kid. Tell him something. Anything. Buy yourself some time. Cuphead? Wait a moment. Who was that? It can't be. Are you telling me that Cuphead's little scruple Mugman has been captured? By you? That's brilliant. A perfect idea. We'll set a trap using this ceramic dullard as the bait. And when Cuphead comes sniffing around to save his pal, snap! He'll finally be
In my clutches.
Very good work, underling. Now then, it seems that you're not too far away from King Dice's casino. I'll telephone King Dice and tell him to get ready for your arrival and make sure our guest has a really good time, because if the cards are in our favor,
And they better be.
it will be the last thing both Mugman and Cuphead will ever do. Toodles. I don't like the sound of that, kiddo. Do you really think you can go through with this? Well, I suppose now's not the time to dwell on dastardly things. Let's make our way to King Dice's casino. Well, I'll be. This is one swanky place. This gin mill seems to have the bulge in all their games. Remember, the house always wins, you know. Well, who do we have here? Oh, I'm just joshing you. You know who already called ahead to inform me of your arrival. And who am I? I'm King Dice, baby. The heppest of hep cats. And right-hand man of you-know-who. This little house of cards provides lots of riches for me. And it also provides you-know-who with you-know-what. Wink, wink. These poor suckers never see it coming until it's too late. After all, the house always wins. See, I told ya. There's definitely some pure banana oil being sold at this joint. It's best to keep your peepers peeled for any funny business. Now, where is our bait? Kid, I'm gonna level with you. It does feel a bit crummy leaving this mug in the hands of this blockhead. But what choice do you have? Good. There's our worm. Now allow me to put you on the hook. Whoa, do you feel that? I don't like where this is going. Ta-da! Take a gander at the ultimate game of chance. King Dice's Colossal Royal Roulette. Wow, will you look at the size of that roulette table? Talk about big money, kiddo. Now climb up and put our guests on the double zeros. This is gonna be one smashingly good time. I don't like that emphasis on smashing one bit. This probably won't end well for our heroes, but I suppose you have your orders. Muggsy here looks pretty spooked, and rightfully so. Does any of this feel right to you? I mean, I know the whole point is trying to save your skin and all, but at what cost? Just because you work for the bad guys doesn't mean that you have to become the villain yourself. Quite the moral quandary you find yourself in. Okay, Mugman's in place. Perfect. Now get down here. I've got one more job for you. This is important. See these two switches here? When I give you the signal, pull the black switch. That'll send my giant roulette ball crashing down on the double zeros, smashing whoever's under there to bits. We'll wait for Cuphead to try to rescue his tied-up pal. Then, when the time is right, kablam! Good night, Irene. But you have to wait for my signal. Oh, and one more thing. Do you see that white switch? Don't even think about touching it. That's the reset button, and it'll release Mugman to join his friend again. So, once again, pull the black switch. Don't pull the white switch. Got it? Well, this looks like a clear-cut black and white scenario. Oh, if you'll excuse me, it seems that our guest of honor is here. Let me get the boss on the wire and tell him. Don't bother! I wouldn't miss this for the world. Good job to the both of you. I dare say this diabolical plan puts a tear to my eye with how elegantly simple it is in execution. A crashing end to two of my least favorite double zeros. Now the both of you better not mess this up.
Got it?
Now proceed. No problem, boss. On with the show. Muggsy! Well, chum, it looks like this is the moment you've been waiting for. Where's Muggsy? What did you do to him? No need to get worked up, friend. I found this poor little fella lost in the woods, and I just wanted to make sure he wasn't too seriously injured. Say, I remember you. You're one of my fine patrons. Sorry for the loss. Just to show you that there's no hard feelings, let me comp you and your mug friend a stay in our deluxe high roller suite. Free of charge, of course. All you have to do is get on that totally harmless roulette wheel and help him up from his nap. I'd do it myself, but I took a nasty tumble, you see, and my back just ain't the same that it used to be. So be a pal and do your old friend King Dice a favor. Oh, there's no way he'll fall for a line like that. Oh, boy! That sounds like a swell idea. Oh, well, never mind then. Old Dicey's a real charmer, isn't he?
Your job is almost done. Now make me proud, or else. That's right. Just a little bit further. Here it comes, kiddo. Yes, just like that. All the way to the double zeros. Your moment of truth.
Hey, wait a minute. Muggsy ain't taking a nap. He's all tied up. What are you trying to pull here?
Now do it. Pull the black switch.
Black or white? Make your choice, kid.
You imbecile! What are you waiting for? Crush that cup.
Will you stay the villain or become the hero?
Oh, you better not be getting cold feet. Do it or else.
The choice is yours to make. What'll it be, chum? Use that little digit to make your choice.
That's right. Be a good little minion and hit the black switch.
Oh, kid, I can't look.
Muggsy, you're free!
Phew, that was a close one. What happened?
I don't know, but it looks like you have one heck of a guardian angel looking after you. But enough talk. It's time to give these no-goodniks the what for.
You did it, kid, you did it. I knew you had it in you. Oh, but don't look now. That dastardly devil has daggers in his eyes for you.
You foolish mortal. All you needed to do was press the black switch, not the white one. Wait a moment. You did that on purpose, didn't you? Oh, when I get my hands on you, your suffering will be legendary. Consider our deal terminated.
And that was all I needed to hear.
Back to the pit with you. Huh? Why can't I send you back?
Kiddo, your selfish act of bravery and kindness in the face of danger has granted you a second chance. You are no longer bound to Old Scratch.
No, this can't be. I'll get you for this.
Ahem. What were you saying? It looks like me and Muggsy here have you outnumbered.
King Dice, where are you?
Oh, we already gave him a wallop he won't soon forget. And now it's your turn.
We just look at the time. I must be getting back downstairs for some, very important matters. It can't be helped, I'm afraid. But I will not forget this insolence. I'll be back when you least expect it. And you might have gotten a second chance this time. But you'll slip up. And when you do, expect a very, very warm welcome when we meet again. Sayonara, suckers!
And there he goes. I knew that you would do the right thing in the end, chum. I am your conscience after all. So I know these things. And I promise that from now on, I'll make sure you always stay on the straight and narrow. But for now, let's vamoose from this gaudy casino and begin living a new life.
Oh, jeepers, Cuphead, that was a close one. Nonsense, Muggsy. I had it all under control.
But our new friend here helped us out in a pinch.
Say, you're right. Thanks for the help there, new pal. I owes you one. But what are you doing here in the first place?
Well, that's a bit of a long story, isn't it? You and your two new friends walk off into the sunset after one swell adventure. But you best keep those eyes open, because you never know what new trouble is waiting for you out there in Inkwell Isle.
Thank you for listening to Sleep Mode. We really hope you enjoyed this retro rest experience. Please be sure to like and subscribe to Sleep Mode on YouTube and anywhere else you can listen to your favorite podcasts. We post new content monthly, so make sure you never miss a moment to enjoy some rest. On the next episode of Sleep Mode, we'll be taking a post-apocalyptic journey into the world of Fallout. We'll see you again very soon. Good night, gamers.